Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we'll learn about finding duplicates in unsorted array. Let me just write the topic first. So the topic is finding. Okay, so let me first write this array values. Array will be of size 10. So let's fill the value 1, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, 10. So 8, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 8, 2 and 7. Let's give the indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So the first, of course you can use the brute force approach, but what we will be doing, we will use 2 pointers. So n is equal to 10, right? And the size of the array is 10. We'll use 2 pointers, which is I and j. So what we'll do, using 2 pointer approach, we will have 2 for loops, right? We'll keep I on the 0th index. We'll make sure that j traverses through the whole array and check if there is any value which is same as e of I. E of I is the array. If there is any value same as 8, what it will do? It will first we'll print it, of course, because we will print it, print the value, and then we will make sure to update that to -1. Then it will move and check again. Okay. Now I will move to the first element. 0th element is done. Now it will move to the first element. Then j will again start from here to the through the whole array and check if there is any value similar to e of I. It's not. So it will move from 1 to 2. Then it will check again. It will update this to -1. So it doesn't get printed again. We don't want to print the same value more than one time, and here also it will again update it to -1. Now I will move to 3. Then again it will check if 4 is there. It's not. This is -1. We'll ignore it. I will come to 5. It will check. There is no 5 is not repeated. It will ignore -1. Then I will come to 8. It will check. 2 is there. It's not. I will come to 7, and this will be done. Okay. So this is the 2 pointer approach that we'll be using. Here we'll be utilizing 2 for loops. Now using 2 for loops, which means the time complexity for this approach would be n square, right? Now what would be the logic around this? Logic is pretty simple. If you see, there will be a for loop. I will start from 0. I less than n minus 1. N is of course the size of the array, and I plus plus. What we'll do, we'll store the count every time. Start will count from 1, right? So we'll have a variable name as count, start from 1. So if e of I not double equals to -1, only then it will enter this for loop, because -1 means it has already been counted and printed, right? Now we'll have another for loop here, which will be for g. So g will start from I plus 1, g less than n, and j, please ignore if j and comma look same. Okay, now if e of I double equals to e of g, then what we'll do? We'll do count plus plus. This will be counter for knowing how many times it got repeated. So, and e of g will be updated to -1. That's the logic. Now, if we will have the if condition here. If count is greater than 1, which means the value has been repeated, has been occurred more than one time. So we print that value, right? Print that value, which is e of I, and the count. Count means how many times it got repeated. For that we are storing count. This count was stored for how many times it got repeated, right? We will print it here. So we will be printing this. So what we are doing here, we are using a for loop. It will keep on moving till the end of the index. If a of I not double equals to -1, only then it will enter to this for loop to make sure that we ignore the values that are already repeated or have been printed. Then there will be a for loop which will start from j equal to I plus 1, one step ahead of g, and which will be keep on moving until it's less than n. N is what? N is the size of the array. And g plus plus. If a of I double equals to a of g, which means the value is same, right? And we will do count plus, make sure that we have the number of count, how the times it has been repeated. So e of j will be updated to -1 to make sure it doesn't get counted again. Second method of finding the duplicates in unsorted array, you know it very well. It is using the HashMap or bit set, right? So let me just create this array again. I would say was okay. Let me just try to copy this. Let me erase these values. Okay. Using HashMap, what we'll do, we'll first try to find the largest element in this array, which is what? Which is 8, right? So we'll create a bit set of that size. So let's create that. Yeah. So the values would be was 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Initial values will be 0. Also, if array contains the value as 0, so what you can do now, you can fill the -1. If it's given that array will contain just all the positive values, 0 is also a positive value. So you can make sure to create a bitwise or bit set or hash map of values with -1. And then what we'll do, the simple approach, will use a for loop to traverse through this array and update the values in hash map. So first it will update 8, then it will update this will be 1, then it will update 3 to 1, then it will update 2, not 2, my bad. It will update 6 to 1, then it will update 4 to 1, then it will update 6 again, then it will update 5, then it will update 6 again. Okay, this will be 2, then it will increment it to 3. It got repeated 3 times. It will increment to 2, then it will increment 2, then it will increment 7. So then we will traverse through this hash map. Of course, you can also store the lowest value and start from the 2. But this is a small array. We can start from 0 as well. To optimize it more, you can use that approach. But we will start from 2, and from 2 we will make sure that whatever value which is greater than 1, we will print it. So it will print h of I is the index. We printed I and the value of it. So how many times it got repeated? Times repetition, actual value, right? Now let's name this as h. So this is the basic logic around how we'll find the duplicates in unsorted array. Thank you.